Good evening. I hope all is well. Usually we don't go on a Friday, but on a Monday, on the fifth Monday. But I decided to just come on, pop on. I see Coach Joe is here as well. I see we have one guest is here as well. I guess everybody's got the memo that we only do pretty much the first to the fourth. But hey, if anybody come where two or more gather, then hey, it could be what it be. Um, I know that Coach Joe and I have been working on a lot of different strategies lately to try and assist people with financial freedom. There's our goal. That's our intent. Yeah, it might look like it's working. And this is one way of getting at it, right? So tonight it's going to be more of a Q&A, more than just me giving a lecture of anything. I'm here to serve. Alex, I don't know if you're in a place where you can speak or talk. I don't see your screen. I don't see a mic for you or not. But if you can put some in the chat box to let me know that you can speak and you feel free to ask questions. And it can be more of a Q&A than more of than just a me giving a lecture, educating, entertaining, or what have you. Our goal with this platform is to help as many people as possible that have any kind of skill set to be able to multiply the money in their banks and grow in income. We want you to use your skill set that you have from your job and from other places to basically for your benefit now, right? And the way we do that is by teaching you smaller techniques to help you out with real estate. And by teaching these small techniques to help you out with real estate, and we hoping that, hey, from that, you can use those skill sets in real estate to make some money, right? To make some money. And then after you make some money, we hope that you learn, earn, and return. And we return back, you return back as a coach. And when we say return back as a coach, it's like, hey, I mastered this. I'm great at this. I'm good at this. I can do this. That's what it is. Coach, you want me to unmute you, man? Give a greeting and do something? I don't know what's going on with this Zoom. It seems like people getting in and getting out, getting in and getting out.
Coach. Yeah, I'm right here, Coach. Yep, listening,
yeah.
getting ready to walk up to my office, man.
Okay, gotcha. You gonna get on a regular computer then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So I see a Michael and I see I hope I said it right, Michael and Alex. Alex, you have any questions, concerns, anything? Let me where my chat box is. Yeah, I can put in the chat box. This is more of a Q&A tonight. Matter of fact, let me take my security off and let y'all be able to speak on your own. Unmute and unmute on your own. All right, to Michael, yes. More Q&A tonight. They're trying to assist you all with getting started. What it'll take for you to get started. So that's what we're here for tonight. This is our fifth week. On our fifth week, we pretty much try and work on our business ourselves and do what we need to do. If you want to get on my schedule, I just put my link inside of the audio book. My audiobook link is basically teach you about goal setting, avoid the mistakes I made, learn from my mistakes, teach you more about looking at opportunities different, and power compound interest, and so on, and so many life lessons in there in that book. And I use that pretty much as a way to get people to understand how money can work for you instead of you just keep working for it. That's the goal behind me giving you that book. And also, whenever you talk to me on my call, I won't be a stranger to you because you have already read a little bit about me or heard a little bit about me. It's just an audio version of me talking about, it's my book. It's not me talking. It's somebody else talking. All right. So let's get that straight first. All right. So any questions? I mean, I got it where you can unmute tonight and share. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a couple places. I am prepared to deliver something just in case nobody have any questions they want to ask. Hi, Ari, is that right?
Ari,
how you doing? You having a good day?
Good. How about you?
I'm well. Tonight is more of a Q&A. I'm Coach Williams, Coach T. Call me anything, just gonna call me late for dinner.
Okay.
You
I'm driving at the same time.
Say again.
I said sorry, I'm driving at the same time.
Oh, no worries. You can mute. I just saw your name popped up, and in more of a Q&A tonight. I do have some. I'm always prepared anyway to speak, but there's more of a Q&A. This is our fifth week, and our fifth week we usually off.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lewis, I hope you heard the same thing. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, thank you for joining us. And again, I think your time is important. So I always be prepared to say something just in case anybody don't have anything to say. If you don't mind, you all more than welcome to unmute and let us know where you're from, where you're investing at, and what brought you to the call. You can go in any order you like. I don't want to be calling you out. Go ahead.
Well, I'm in Montgomery, and I'm trying to learn more about investing, and I just saw the event online.
Awesome. Thank you. Montgomery, Alabama. All right, Lewis, I think you unmuted, but you had went back and muted.
Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, I just I'm in the Virginia area, and I wanted to knowledge check myself here to see if I can learn anything new. I have some knowledge information. I saw this event and just curious, want to join in.
Perfect. Quick question: what do you have experience in when you say you're a knowledge check? What do you have experience with?
Mostly just in investing. And I currently the real estate a little bit, but it's always good to learn and see if what I've been learning matches up with maybe what you're teaching.
Okay. Great deal. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. To Michael.
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Where we at? Where we coming from?
I'm coming from the Atlanta area, and kind of new, but not new to investing. Just started some LLC, well, S corp, my kids, and trying to get them involved and get them started on their portfolio, and just trying to learn real estate investing today, method, should I say, and learn from you.
Appreciate it. Great deal, dear. That's what we like. We like to learn, earn, and return. Great deal. ATL. So we have Montgomery, ATL, and Atlanta area, and then we have Virginia. Awesome. I spent time in Virginia and I spent time in Atlanta before, so that's the great thing about it. Alex, I don't see a mic for you, so I don't think you can speak. If you don't mind, you can text whatever message you would like in the box, and that'd be perfect. Everybody, I'm repasting this link again. This is my audio book. It's actually on Amazon if you'd like to read a hard copy book. Coach Joe is on as well. But the audio book pretty much tell you my lessons learned. It's all about goal setting. It's about avoiding my mistakes, learning from the opportunities of how money make money, and the power of compound interest and more. It's so much more to discover in that book. It was something I wrote for middle school age kids because I'm a middle school teacher by trade. Certified teacher, taught for like about 15 years before I got called to active duty. Coached girls basketball for several years. So I never thought, I would ever teach anything dealing with basketball besides PE. But ended up being a girl basketball coach and was a winning coach because of my thought process with how to get somebody from square one to square Z, right? Or square one to square a million, right? Or A to Z. So that was the thought pattern. And what I came up with, why I'm sharing that with you, is because I came up with this real estate jump starter kit. This is for something that's novice people can do. This is something that veteran people can do inside of the real estate industry, right? And it's really the basics: marketing strategies, lead generation strategies, and how to do a contract. And what I came up with is a way to help people help themselves learn how to look at the market and see a deal. At the same token, refer the deal over and make some money. That's basically what I came up with. Hey, here's a way to help people that don't know much about real estate or maybe know a lot about real estate and can point out deals anywhere and say, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. So I call it my real estate jump starter kit. That's what we call this, right? Now, why real estate? It's right there in your face, guys. You get to control the whole scenario. Lewis probably can tell you, he said he's invested, but not as much with real estate. And he can tell you that certain things is market value and certain things he have control over, and a lot of things he don't have control over, right? And when I'm looking at stocks, when I'm looking at crypto, when I'm looking at CDs and all the other different investments out there. But when you look at real estate, you control a lot of it. You control what you buy. You control how much you buy it for. You control if you want to sell it, if you want to keep it, you control it. Not anybody else. If you want to rent it out, you control your rent prices. You can charge a lot of rent if you want. You may not keep renters in there. You can charge less rent as you want. You'll keep a lot of renters in it. You can charge just the right to average, and you can keep people in there for a long time, right? And you decide what's next. That's what I'm saying. Basically, you can buy what you want, keep it, get rid of it, whatever you decide. You have the choices. So what questions y'all have just based off of why real estate, why I think real estate is cool? I want to hear what you think and what makes you think that real estate would be a good avenue for your family to either create some wealth or to reach generational wealth, if that's such a thing that you're trying to reach. Feel free to unmute. I'll let y'all unmute as you see fit.
You know, Coach, one of the things that I can say, let me put my phone on mute here. One of the things I can say whenever I'm looking at real estate as a vessel, as a driving tool to actually help, me and my family reach that, a lot of people call it financial freedom. Me personally, I think financial freedom is an overly used term, just like a lot of the other things. And I only say that because, we really don't take the time to really break it down and identify, what financial freedom actually looks like. And because many of us don't know, we think it's just a number. And it's, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is more than that. So for me personally, whenever I'm investing in real estate, acquiring assets, it is for two things. It's one, to create wealth, which comes in the form of ownership. Then two, it's to create cash flow, which comes in form of the monthly monies that we actually make from the actual assets. So I look at it as two different things. One, wealth creation. That's the equity inside of the home. Two, cash flow. That's the money I make off of rents. So it's those two things, those combination of things right there, those two things right there is what I like to focus on whenever I'm looking at, investing. And it's all sorts of different strategies you can use. You can buy property and you can buy 30 properties and be making, $400 or $500 a month each property. Or you can buy 30 properties, making 30 or 40, $300, $400 a month per property. And then you may decide, hey, look, you know what? Let me cash out this equity and lower my exposure, my liability. So let me sell 10 of them. And now I own, 5 of them free and clear. But the 5 of them free and clear that you own is equivalent to the 10 of them that you actually sold. So it's so many different strategies that you can implement with this. I think this is where spending time with you comes into play, because you're really able to help them build out a blueprint for where they're at, where they want to go, and make it make sense. You're able to help them make smart goals, smart decisions, smart actions, smart transactions. And so it's probably a little long-winded right there with my response. But, again, whenever I'm looking at real estate investing, I go at it from two angles. One, wealth, which is the equity in the home. Second, cash flow, which is how much money will I make every single month from the asset. So, Coach, those are the two things for me.
Perfect. I appreciate you sharing that. That's definitely some wealth of knowledge from a person that's very experienced. All right. Anybody else want to say what it means to them? Why do they show up for real estate? Why are they thinking about real estate as a way for the financial freedom, for the build wealth, or as wealth building strategy? Don't be shy. Come on, unmute. Tell us. This is your time.
While they're gathering their thoughts, Coach, what about yourself?
Well, listen, great question, Coach, and thanks for putting me on the spot. Guys, for me, it's a little different, guys. I really look at the point of helping others. Real estate has been always a fun spot in my life since the game of life and Monopoly. When I played it as a kid, whenever it stormed outside, and your mom, get that candle or the light and then say, hey, get on this floor, and you, your brother, and your mom and dad play games all night. I found a pleasure in buying properties on those games and making money, right? Now, unfortunately, I lived in a neighborhood where it was an undeveloped neighborhood where you had a lot of people that didn't have a lot of money. Unfortunately, my mom and dad had pretty good jobs. We had money. But I was seeing a lot of people have Section 8 housing, and their houses raggedy and in very horrible shape. So I said, once I grow up, I'm going to play the game Monopoly in life and start buying houses in communities of that nature and give those people houses that's worth more than just saying that they're not worth it because they're on Section 8. So I have a bigger calling, is to help as many people with home ownership, help as many people live in a lifestyle that I would want to live in, and try and give them the opportunity to, whether, by my judgment saying that they should not, I would say they should have an opportunity. If they mess it up, then get out and I give it an opportunity to someone else. So that's why I chose real estate, for one. But two, again, I like Monopoly. I understood that if you land on my land, you owe me money. So if the government, and this came from a mayor right here, I talked to the mayor, and the mayor said, if you want to make money and you want to get very wealthy, partner with the government. So again, Section 8 housing is partnering with the government to help a housing crisis. I understand from the game Monopoly that if you land on my land, I get paid over and over again every time you land on it. So the first of the month, money come in as a way to reinvest so that we can build those trusts and leave that generational wealth for our families to come. So that's why real estate for me, guys, it's really about giving back, helping out, beautifying neighborhoods, regentrification, having a pride for helping others get what they would like, and helping those who don't know how. Because I do credit counseling half the time. I do accounting counseling half the time. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a credit specialist, but because I have experience with it, I definitely provide that knowledge to others because of it. And right now, I just left a credit make your company lendable class, and the actual instructor called on me to help with input every time. And she's the extra credit repair person, but she asked me to lean in and give my 2 cents. And of course, I try to be modest and give it very little, but nonetheless, that's why real estate for me, guys, it's absolutely a way to make cash flow. It's absolutely a way to build appreciation. It's absolutely a way for me to control all sorts of it. Whereas when I was at stocks, somebody else in control, the market in control, period. Ain't no such thing. The market in control, period, right? In stocks. So I have Tesla, I have Amazon, I have Microsoft, I have all the great ones, Apple, all the great ones that I know gonna make money. But guess what? They don't make money all the time, and they're great products all the time. So it's not controlled by the product. Now, real estate, hey, guess what? I control the person go in there. I control the rent increase. I control when they get out, right? And I mean, the only control there is the law saying, hey, you can't put them out right away, but you have paperwork where you can sign and say they got waiver rights, and you can do stuff a little bit quicker. So that's why real estate for me, guys, is a way to create wealth by burning a property, buying it, very cheap at a wholesale rate. And then, hey, over time, you fix it up, put somebody in it. It's worth 15 times probably more than what it's worth at first. If you buy it at a super deep discount, that's building wealth right away, right? And then all of a sudden now you have equity that you can use to buy more and to grow more. So, Coach, did I answer your question?
No, I mean you did. We all have our stories. We all have our reasons behind, why we do what we do and how we do it. And so I think it's, I commend you for, wanting to step in to, help those communities that need a little bit of help, because it's imperative that, people like you exist, because it helps bridges that wealth gap, it does. So as of right now, are you looking at, when you're doing this, are you looking at pre-existing homes? Are you considering new construction, combination of both? But what are your thoughts there?
That's a beautiful question, right? That's an awesome question. So guys, to answer that question, I'm sorry if I'm not being general neutral. I mean, when I say guys, I'm talking about everybody. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it being politically correct. You all, Coach brought a great point together. So when I first started, I started with houses that's already pre-existing, that's in pretty bad shape. I wanted the ugliest house on the block, and I wanted to make that house a beautiful place, right? I wanted to remodel that house. I had a house with a hole in the roof, the ceiling, and the floor. I mean, the house was really set to be demolished, right? Demoed out. But I was able to shake the house back, fix it up, fix the foundation. I mean, I don't care about foundation issues. Hey, it's a rental property. I'm not living there. It's something to make money. Price is right, I buy it. So first I take the regular's house and I make that pre-existence, and I make it the most beautiful house on the block. And now I got everybody competing for that house. Second, Coach, because over time, once you do that a couple times, you built a lot of wealth, and you built some communities, and you built some comps in the community. Now I'm looking at, hey, I don't mind those lots that's empty beside those houses. Hey, how about doing some new construction now? I got my feet wet with some other areas. I don't know new construction, but I got people like yourself that's studying that. And now I'm like, man, I can partner with giants like yourself and other giants that understand that part of it. And we can really do some things for the community by building some condos in those areas, or by building some townhouses, something that can make you more money quicker, faster, by having a cookie cutter approach. So that's the ideal in the future. Since we already built out a portfolio of pre-existing houses that we done beautified, we have a track record showing that we can do this. Now, hey, let's conquer something bigger and better, instead of just buying, the same thing over and over again, making a 1 to 100 return. Let's make a $1 to $1 million return. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I like it, man. Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely. What you looking at next for you? I mean, I know you already bought for equity and you already bought for cash flow. What's next on your plate?
I am more into the cash flow right now, looking for opportunities to just increase my monthly income. Because what I've learned is that, well, for me, I've built the net worth. I've built the equity up. So I'm there. I'm in a really, really good, solid spot. So I know it's only going to continue to increase for several reasons. One, I'm going to continue to purchase and acquire. Two, as long as it's a shortage of inventory on the market, hey, my wealth is going to continue to increase. A lot of us thought that, oh my God, interest rates are going up sky high. Man, prices of houses, they're going to plummet. Well, that was, the fear of some people. However, whenever you flooded the market with 2% interest rates, 1% interest rates for, well over 12 to, 15 months, people were buying. They were buying like crazy. A third of the properties that were sold were, nationwide, were purchased and acquired by real estate investors. And 2/3 were two-thirds were owner occupants. That's a lot. And if you transition and start looking at markets to where the population is continuing to grow, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, San Francisco, well, not San Francisco, but New York, Florida, all these places, those places, investor groups purchased and acquired even more than, a third. They continue to buy. So what happened is that, yes, owner occupants, regular folks, they bought as much as they could. We did. Real estate investment trusts purchased as much as they could. So now it's no inventory out there. Who really wants to sell their house right now and they have a 2% interest rate on it? And going interest rates right now is 8%. Who really wants to sell? There are people, but who? We're looking at a small selection of folks. So because of that, we don't want to sell our homes that we live in. We're going to sit back and we're just going to wait for this wave to ride out. So while we're waiting, there's no inventory on the market. So the market is forced to continue to increase. Continue to increase. It's forced. Because again, who wants to purchase a property at 8% interest rate? It's just, we can just say that this administration blew it, but this is where we are right now. So for me, Coach, I'm going to continue to purchase, I'm going to continue to acquire, but whenever I'm looking at and analyzing opportunities, I'm looking at it as, hey, if I purchase this property, can I cash flow $300-$400 a month? If so, what purchase price do I need to purchase this thing at? What are my repairs? Okay, what's my all-in cost? How much can I refinance out? Okay, got it. So that's how I that's what I'm looking for right now. So for me, it's cash flow because I built up the wealth already. And what got me to knowing that I had enough wealth created. So I looked at, how much it actually cost, to retire. If I wanted to, just retire right now in the United States, right now, United States, this is a average life. I need about $700,000 cash. Okay, just an average. Now, if I'm a family and I'm a little bit above average, I got a little bit of what's above average. You own a home, you own a vehicle, you're responsible for 100% of yourself outside of what Medicaid gives you or Medicare, right? So you need about $700,000. So do I have the $700,000? Yes. Above average, you need about 1.2 million. Do I have the 1.2 million? Yes. Okay, perfect. So I got what I need to retire. Now, remember, retirement age is until, I believe 60, 65. So if I retire right now, oh yeah, hey, I'm only 41. I'm not going to make it. Well, actually, I would make it. However, I would just have to cash out of everything. And it's not a good time to sell. Not just yet. Well, I don't believe it is. So, whenever I start looking at those things, I said, okay, well, this is where I'm at. 4 or 5 times more than what the normal life would need to be to have a good retirement at the age of 65. Excellent. I've achieved that. Now I need to increase my monthly cash flow. It's people on this call right now that makes more money than I make a year, that saves more money than I save a year. It is because we had different goals than each other. We did. For me, when I started out, boom, hey, I need to grow my wealth, so I can leave something to my children. Now it's, okay, now I need to increase my cash flow. So that's where I'm at right now, Coach. It was either, here in the US, you're really going to have, 1 or 2 options. You're going to maximize this time that you have left right now and put yourself in a position where you can, be comfortable. Comfortable does not mean financial freedom, because everyone's, version of financial freedom is different, So, but you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to build. If you choose not to, you're going to, really rely on the government and other people to take care of you. So if that's the life and path you want to choose it. That's not, don't. For me as a man, I couldn't choose that. So for me, I want to work every single day. And in fact, we've been speaking and, I'm like, hey, I want to move out of the country, just because it's just so expensive to live here. So, and I'll give you an example, $700,000 to retire, at a basic life in the US. If I decide to go over to the Philippines, which I just love that country, $280,000. Listen to that, $280,000. If I want to go to Brazil, you're probably looking at Brazil. What is Brazil? I want to say Brazil is like $197,000. So I'm sorry, Brazil's 271,000. I'm sorry. Argentina, 254,000. So it's, hey, where can I go with my money, live somewhere, exotic, have a good life. And because I maximize my time now, hey, I own my home I live in. So boom, whenever I want to live in the other country, I'm there. When I want to come home, boom, I'm here at home. So you can do that because you can stretch your money longer. So Coach, that's where I'm at though, Coach. I'm investing now in cash flow properties. I invest in Texas and Louisiana and Illinois. In those three areas, I've chosen those three areas because rent rates are, really, really good. So you can cash flow very well. Values of properties are very solid. They're not ridiculous. In my California, a 800 square foot house out there may cost you 1.2 million. 800 square foot house here may cost you, and this is retail, may cost you, 180. So I want to be somewhere where, my chips that I have, they can stretch further. I can make the same amount of money, build the same amount of wealth, take the less is more approach. And, I can manage things. So I'm excited, Coach, with what's happening.
No, man, that's outstanding. Man, my computer died on me, so I had to get them on my phone. Okay, then. So, great deal. No, good. Thanks for sharing all that information. That's a lot. I'm learning a lot about you as well as everyone else. So,
Yeah. These things, they're important whenever I'm looking into for us all. They should be important for you, whenever you're looking at in real estate, or just investing in general. We investing just to get out here and toss some money around and have a little fun, say we did something. If that's what you're doing, hey, invest with somebody else. When I say that, somebody that's doing it full time, and then you can get the experience, exposure, with them. But if this is something that you're like building out for yourself, these are things that, are very, very important. So whenever you're sitting down with Coach or, or whatever coach that you're working with, me or whoever, you can bring these things up. And then from there, you guys can help go through a detailed plan, strategy to help get you where you want to be. Coach has a business plan right now. If you come up and you say, hey, look, I want to have $50,000, I want to invest. I want to do flips and I want to do rentals. So as of right now, when we sit down and have this conversation, we're going to say, look, flips, hey, I wouldn't bank on flips right now, just based upon 8% interest rates. Let's wait for it to come down. So let's adjust this strategy a bit. So let's focus on rental properties. Now, when we're doing the rental properties, let us work with you and show you how to rinse and repeat your money. So if you start with $50,000, hey, at the end of 2 years, let us show you how you can finish with $50,000 and 4 or 5 rental properties. So you're able to learn these things. And so whenever you're looking at this map and you're deciding where you want to retire, you're able to say, okay, this is how much I need here. So whenever you look at your, what do they call it, Coach, your retirement, your SSI, and you have $1,200 coming in a month, perfect. Okay, now you got your 401k. Let's just say another $1,200 a month. Boom, that's $24,000 a year. Can you live in the U.S. off of $24,000? Not survive alone.
no.
Now, hey, where can I go? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? Okay, I got 24,000, 2,000 a month. Hey, what happens if I got, 10 rental properties and I'm making, 500 a month off each door? So it's $5,000. So now it's 7,000 a month. Can I survive in the US? Yeah. Can I survive anywhere else as well? Yes. Can you have a rich, luxurious life outside of the US, somewhere in Mexico? Yes, because your money is worth double. Can you go down to Costa Rica? Yes. All of these nice places here. The only place it will be your money won't stretch is Singapore. Singapore is an extremely beautiful country, not far from the Philippines, extremely clean. They're like a Dubai. You want to be in one of those like really strict areas where you can't smoke outside. You can't, spit outside. It's a lot of things you can't do there. So, or do you want to be somewhere else to where you could maybe be in Kenya, somewhere like that, Japan? I don't know, but you have your choices. So these are the things that I look at. These are the things that we want you guys to look at. So whenever you're thinking about planning your life and building out your investment strategies, we're going to discuss all of this so we can map it out. And Coach will tell you, when you're working with me, I'm like, hey, all right, we got all this. We've gone through the questionnaire. Now we know who you are, what you want to, where you want to go. We have these things. Now I tell you, do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Coach says, hey, you may want to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, I'm telling you, nope, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coach has said, hey, you may want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, you may can go from 1 to 4, you may be able to skip. Nope, I'm like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And the reason why I do it that way, hey, look, because I'm just stern. I just want to, boom, give you clear directions, action steps. Take these. Let's adjust and recalibrate whenever we need to, however we need to. Let's keep moving forward. Coach Williams Coach T is like, hey, let me give you some directions you can travel. Whatever direction you go down, we can adjust and calibrate based upon what you want to do, and how you would like to do it. So you get the best of both worlds. But the thing I just want to, really touch on again, think about this. You're investing, you want to invest for a reason. All of these things here, this is important. This is important, and this is for you. I'm not, I'm not talking about what you want to leave your children, your mom, what you want to do for anybody else. No, when you're talking with me, it's what do you want to do for yourself first? Okay, we got self out of the way. Who's next? So that's how I move, but it's exciting. All this stuff is exciting because once you keep learning this information, it becomes addictive. You start being around more people that processes information, same type of information that you do, and then you guys start working together. And that's nothing new. Everybody on here has had a workout partner before. Everybody on here has had a study partner before. Everybody learned how to drive with somebody else. We've all done these things. We've all partnered. And you take that exact same energy, direction, support, and you take the action just like you did when you learned how to drive and you got good at it. Then you became great at it. And now many of us, when we get behind the wheel, we don't think about how to drive anymore. We just do it. Like Nike says, we just do it. That's how it is when it comes to investing in real estate. You're just doing it is processing information, just like you're driving. You process so much information when you're driving. You don't even know it, realize it. So it just becomes second nature, like breathing, like vision, like smelling, like tasting. Things that you don't think about doing, you just do it. So, Coach, that was it for me, Coach.
Oh, man, you brought out a whole bunch of points again. Yes, indeed. Do I be sound like that when I say these are your options? I mean, you changed the
yes,
voice
sir.
a
Yes,
little bit.
sir.
You tell me, you showing me how you hear me say it. That's what you're doing. It's like, hey, you may say it a different way, but this is what I heard. It's all right. That's all right. Well, listen, I'm very interested, man. I appreciate you looking at the angle from, put your mask on first before when the plane is going down. You put your mask on first and take care of others. Appreciate you sharing that with others. That's your take on it. How can I take care of me for you? That's what they come to vision in my mind. And that's that Jim Rum talking right there. Let me take care of me for you, and you take care of you for me, and we work together. That's that Jim Rum. But guys, I'm curious if anybody have any questions at this time. I mean, Coach shared a lot, and I don't want to speed past that piece. So, what question y'all have for Coach? Feel free to unmute. Tonight I let the unmute button over since it's the 5th week.
There we go.
Well, this is Michael speaking right now. Definitely knowledge. Definitely want to set up a one and I kind of assist me on that and go from there. I appreciate you just opened my eyes up to a lot of.
Oh, Mr. Bowens, you were breaking up on us.
Ah man, I'm sorry, I'm still breaking up.
Look, you're a little clearer now. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Atlanta, Georgia, man.
Okay.
This is what I said a few seconds ago. There was a lot of knowledge you dropped. You opened my eyes to a lot of different things. And I would definitely like to get on you guys' schedule to set up a one-on-one with you gentlemen.
No, absolutely. Yeah, Coach, you know, he welcomes it. I welcomes it. And that's what it's all about. You know, when we sit down and have a conversation, you're going to open our eyes to some things, you know, but the most important take from this is that, hey, you want to make a difference. Everybody that's on here, if you want to make a difference, you should be, getting on Coach's schedule. If you want to make a difference in your life, through investing in real estate, you should be making, an appointment with Coach. That's just, just how it is. I can't tell you how much, working with Coach has changed my life, improved my life, enhanced my life. Just all the way around. As a father, as a friend, everything. It's when you're with people that care about you, that genuinely care about you, and you genuinely care about, you want them to do great. You do. So, hey, I commend you for, what you shared, and we're looking forward to spending time with you.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Have you invested in real estate, yet?
I'm gonna give you a brief rundown of my background, man. I started in real estate pretty early. I started back in the '90s, and
Okay.
I saw the market. Boom, and I saw it crash. I got out of the market. Me and my wife at the time, we opened up a real estate brokerage back in '02, '03. Then I kind of venture off in general contracting, and that's what I do now. So I seen it grow, I seen it boom, I seen it bust. I learned a lot. Like I say, I was a real estate broker for about 7 years. I helped people got rich and didn't look out for myself back in the day, should I say? But yeah, man, I got some investing experience back in the day. Like I say, it's different now because I'm not in the game anymore now. I'm doing more general contract than anything. So I just want to learn, man. Just want to learn.
Which is excellent. I mean, what you're doing right now, the trade that you have is excellent. Because that trade is always a need for it. Not only that, you can go anywhere on the country, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and you're employable. Because you can do things that people need, and you can do things that people can't do. So I commend you for that. And next is you have the knowledge and the skill set to do everything. You got the puzzle pieces. Hey, look, now you just need the right group and the right network to assist you. And that assistant could be just sitting there saying, you can do it. You know what I mean? So now that's all of that great. Yeah, all of that is great. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely. Do we have anybody else who would like to share some information about themselves or have some questions for the coach or a comment?
You got Alex, you got Lewis, True.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, just making sure you can hear me. My name is True Martin. I'm located in Syracuse, New York. And I'm basically just up here just trying to grab some knowledge from you guys and basically learn how to build wealth for myself and my family. Also learn how to become also doing this, become my own boss. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much about me. I've been wholesaling for like almost a year now, and been taking it full time seriously for about 4 months now. And during that time frame, I've gotten a few properties under contract. My thing is finding buyers, and at the time, lack of knowledge, which still within a year is still less knowledge than what you guys have. So, like I said, just learning to gain more knowledge, and build myself build myself up around a community that's willing to support me, and looking to network and connect with people, and possibly do some business.
Love it, love it, love it. Coach, what do you think about that? His number one challenge right now is finding buyers. How do you feel about that?
Hey, that's a challenge when you go find the deal first. It's always gonna be the challenge. Yeah, but we can definitely help you with that issue and that concern, and give you some pointers and put you in the right direction. And by working with our team, we definitely try and assist you with finding a way to not have that problem. I mean, that's the bottom line. We don't want you to have that problem. We want you to support you. We want to help you. So we here to support, man. I just because you said that, y'all go in the chat box. We have several groups. We have a 5-figure formula that is just for people that want to. It's all Facebook groups. If you're not on Facebook, I'm sorry, but these just communities on Facebook. So 5-figure formula is for any and everybody that want to network, contractors, real estate agents, insurance agents, lenders, wholesaling strategy. I call it the wholesaling strategy. I don't call you no wholesaler, because there's a whole bunch of wholesalers in the world. You just using a wholesaler strategy. You're an investor to me. And so many more, right? So we got the 5-figure formula for that. The investing now, even though that's for the paid members of the group, I still allow folks to join that group if they want to. We do have a private group just for paid members. So I do, that's more for the paid members, where we get them more of a blueprint to help the people in the 5-figure formula. And then we have Why Wait to Be Great community. That's a group that dealing with the book, saying, hey, don't wait till the wife move out. Don't wait till the husband move out. Don't wait till the kids grow up and move out. Do it now. Start now. Why wait to be great? Start now, doing whatever's on your heart to do. So those are 3 communities that can support you in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. Also, I know you probably gonna want to hear the replay of this. We have Investing Now 2021 YouTube channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Any Mondays we're on. We're recording it. It's live. I don't know. My computer just crashed on me. I was on the phone with Total Tech today. They did some work on my computer, and usually when Best Buy touch my computer, that's what happens next. So definitely not excited about that. But great information that True just brought to us. He said New York, and he said wholesaling in New York. I mean, are you wholesaling in New York, or are you wholesaling in other places surrounding New York?
All right. So, quick background about me. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I live in upstate New York. So I'm wholesaling in New York.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, most folks in New York, because of the laws and the rules and the regulation there, most folks don't wholesale there. Most folks usually use other strategies. So that's very, yeah. You enlighten me on some ways on that one, because I know people in the Kingdom Real Estate with me that's in New York. They doing it virtually, only because of the
What
rules
what
and regulations. Go ahead.
what part of it are they in, like the city, like New York City? Because
Don't make me.
that's like 4 hours away from us.
Yeah, don't make me lie to you. I know that New York a lot bigger than I think, but I didn't know that. I know I heard a lot of stories about New York and their laws, the laws and rules
Yeah,
there.
I
So
heard
I don't know.
the city is really big about that. Like they're really tough on the laws and stuff like that, where Brooklyn and Queens and all of that is. So they're really tough on that. Um, Over here in Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo area, you have quite a few. You have some names out here that have been doing it for a while. So yeah,
Okay. Well, I mean, it's getting cold now, so I guess you'll be coming back down to North Carolina soon.
I wish if I had the funds, trust me, my funds was ready, I would be out of here.
What part of North Carolina you was at?
I'm from Rocky Mount. That's like 45 minutes away from Raleigh.
Okay, I'm in Fayetteville. I'm actually in Cameron, but I'm stationed at Fayetteville at Fort Liberty, the
Oh,
old
okay,
Fort
yeah, I
Bragg.
know where that's at. Yeah, I know where that's
Yeah.
at. It ain't too far from me either. About a good 2 hours.
Okay. So you must okay to the east of Raleigh. You
Yeah,
to the east of
yep.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, we stay down there. I stay driving that hour drive to Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans, cool beans. And what I appreciate you sharing that then. Yeah, because our show was like, when you said New York, I'm like, that's very interesting. But no worries, man. We definitely get on my schedule. I put my book in there as well. Y'all download the book, listen to the book, hear a little bit about me because I don't like talking to strangers. And then by you knowing me, I'm gonna get to know you on that call. But at the same token, it just helps to have a better conversation because now you got a kind of an understanding of the person you're talking to. And then yeah, we definitely can help you with a plan and a path for that to make you more successful at closing more deals and at least at the minimum, if not more.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to share any questions or anything? Coach, like I said, Coach loaded this conversation up with when he talked about the retirement and he pulled that map up, showing you how much money gonna take. Man, I mean, right there, it's a whole nother aspect. I never thought about leaving the country, but now I'm thinking about it. But now, so nonetheless, I got a 2-year-old, so it's gonna be a long time before I can leave. Oh boy. But anybody else got any questions, concerns, or comments for Coach dealing with all the stuff he shared with us? That's a lot of information about retirement, knowing, understanding the numbers now. A lot of times I can tell you now, if you go in there and look at your retirement account, if you got a 401k or you got something with your job, I bet you 9 times out of 10 you won't be that happy. And the one thing that Coach used to tell me when we first started working together is it's funny how people trust somebody they don't even know with your money, like your retirement money. You don't know their name, you don't know their number, you don't know anything. You just put money in there every month. They take money out of your account, put it in some account, and they do whatever they want to do. But then when it come down to working with somebody face to face, you want to ask them a million questions and a gazillion questions and got all the question in the world, but no question to somebody you never met controlling your money. It's just interesting how that works. So, but if you go and pull up your retirement account, your statement form, and look at your money and look at where it was before COVID and where it is today, I'm sure you'll be saying some people should lose their jobs, some people should be fired, and then the person that should be fired and lose their job is you because you're the one that's letting somebody else control everything and you're not taking control. So by being on this call now, I think you're taking the first step in the right direction to saying, I want to control something and I want to control my retirement. And honestly, if you notice I don't know if y'all pay attention to say retire by using two strategies. It's called wholesaling and bird. I believe that those two strategies, no matter what, if you use that strategy of wholesaling, you buy a house and you put in a contract for the right price, then you bird, you just build automatic wealth right off the back. If you buy a house at a discount at 30, 70% off, you bought it 70% off, period. And once you put some work into it and you don't put no 70% worth of work in, you put the 70% worth of work in it without putting all the money in it, then you have a huge profit at the end when you refinance that house with the bank. Now you got wealth built in and you got a paycheck right then instantly, right? And then you're cash flowing by renting that property out each month, making more money. And guess what? The one thing about Uncle Sam is I worked for him for 25 years, over 25 years now. They say it give you $100 and take back 99. If you making money in real estate, if you making money at your regular job, if you making money in the stock market, guess what you have to do with that money? You have to spend that money. Because if you save it, like Robert Kiyosaki says, saving is for losers, right? Money spent now is worth more than money spent tomorrow. If you wait 5 years, the money is not worth as much. That's why they say saving is for losers. So you have to invest your money into another asset that an asset gonna appraise for more 5 years down the road. Where if you put money in the bank, it's worth less 5 years down the road. I hope you caught that what I just said. If you invest into a property that you bought at the wholesale, you keep buying properties at wholesale rates, and you put the work in them that like, hey, I put 50,000 in it, but it needed 100,000, but you split that cost by finding somebody to do the work for a cheaper price. The material gonna be the material. You can discount the material a little bit, but mostly you got to find people to do it at a steep discount. If people work for you for a steep discount, you get their house remodeled and you get it up to standard. You rent it out for market or above market rent. Now you're making profit. Now you're making cash flow. You got a check in your pocket when you refinance. And guess what? Every year that house is going to be worth more. That's why when you buy your great grandma house, it's don't cost the same price that they paid for it. I hope you caught that one. If you buy your mom's house today, it don't cost the same price that they paid for it when they bought it. Right? You may inherit it, but it costs more. I don't care where it's at. So understand the wealth building strategy. That's how you build wealth in real estate. All right. And Coach made a statement earlier. He said that people throw that financial freedom statement out there loosely. And that's something that we help you define. What is financial freedom to you? Because it's not the same to everyone. Coach Lifestyle said, hey, he'll take a SSI check and go overseas and live and be rich. But if you stay in the States, you're going to be poor. So financial freedom for you may be that.
I sure will. Dude, man, I'm sitting there. Hey, man, try me. Try me. Hey, look,
So,
I'm
but
trying
that's
to
his.
get
Yeah,
back
yeah.
over there.
Everybody's definition is different. That's what Coach Space is saying. So I agree that and it's funny because earlier today at that make your company lendable course I went to, a young man, an older gentleman that's a preacher, said his daughter asked him, "Hey, let me get 10 grand of your money to invest into my business," and he's like, "What?" She said, "I'm trying to create generational wealth." He said, "Well, if you try to create generational wealth, you create with your money, not mine." He said, "What?" I said, "Well, I heard a story that you have to use the three F's. If you start a business, you start with your three F's. Do anybody know what the three F's in starting a business? Who your
What's
clients
that?
are?
Family, friends, and what's the other one?
Fools. Family, friends, and fools. If you want to start a new business, the first three clients is your family, your friends, and your fools. Because you got you the fool first of all, because you're coming up with something that you're trying to figure out to do, and you don't know if you're gonna be able to do it, but you put all your money into it anyway. So when you say fool, it's not a bad thing, right? We're saying that people that just trust you and believe in you gonna give you money. That's foolish, but they believe in you enough, right? And your family love you enough, and your friends may love you enough, and those are your three first clients. That's why a lot of folks tell you to start your business by talking to your family and friends about it to see if they'll be a private money investor. You never know unless you ask. They say no, don't get mad at them. Hey, you didn't sell it good enough. So learn how to sell it better, but ask them what can you do better next time. So when you talk to somebody else, you got more private money lender when you talk to a stranger. Now they may believe in you. What you got, Coach?
No. I ain't got nothing, brother. Just listening.
Yeah. Well, look, man, we at 10 o'clock, man. This the fifth week, man, and we supposed to be off on Mondays, and we went the whole time. And I'm sorry, man, my computer crashed again. I let Total Tech touch my computer. It took off my screen today, and I didn't have those problems. Now I got new problems, and I kind of knew that the whole time they were doing it. I said, Best Buy is trying to find a way to make me spend some money. Which, brother, what I've been saying I want to get for my birthday, Coach Joe. Coach Joe, you done hung up on me. Y'all done lost y'all again.
No, I'm here, man. I say you ain't say 2 chains, did you? No.
What?
No, I think you said computer there.
Yeah, man, that Surface Pro, man. I've been telling you that 7i, that i7 or whatever it is. Yeah, man, they didn't crash my computer, man. I'm glad I bought that mini computer first so I can move both my stuff over. But I knew they were gonna do that, man. I knew that was the wrong answer letting them play on my dang computer today. Please wait while you install updates. Yep, it's just crashing now. Yep. Dang, boy. Now I gotta go up there and tell them my computer never did this until y'all did it. It was just moving slow at first. Just moving slow. Anyway, well, hey, thank y'all for being on. I hope y'all already clicked the link to download the book. You can also visit investingnow.com on the internet, Investing Now 2021. It's on the website too. You can also click on a link there to get on our schedule as well. Would love to talk to each one of you individually to see what you would like to do and why you're trying to do it. And would love to help you get it. That's the goal, to help as many people get what they want so that, hey, we can help our family get what we want. We want to just share and bask in the fact that, you know what, I helped this many people at the end of my life. That's my goal. So definitely looking forward to assisting you if we can, or put you in the right direction or somebody that maybe can help you if we can. It's not about anything else besides finding a way to help as many people. That's really it. Meet financial security, and financial security for everybody is different. Every number is different. So that's the goal. Coach, you got any closing comments, brother?
Man, hey, another great day, man. Another great call here. So no, it's it, man. Let's make moves, create memories, and just really live out the lives to the full of our potential. So that's it for me, Coach.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. See y'all next Monday.